Welcome to an episode of C10's Garage. It's been a while. Kind of gotten away from media, but anyway, this is a Seals custom fabrication auxiliary tank built for a K1600 GT that came from an Iron Butt Rally member. I picked it up a couple of weeks ago. And I was having a few issues with my gravity feed, and I thought, it was a flow issue. So I ended up adding a second hole in the tank that's much larger than the original vent line. You can see right here, I actually just filled this vent line. So this is the vent, and the rollover valve is inside of it. Of course, it's all removed. There was a little ball on this side, and the spring and the plate here. And there's a little flapper valve underneath here, which is those four little holes. There's actually a piece of rubber in there. But anyway, it would vent, and it actually does something kind of unique right here. So these are your attachment points, but it would vent and cross over in this little U channel over here. A very, very, very small area. If you look where my fingernail's at, that little crevice right there was part of the channel to flow fuel through gravity feed. It would go up through this and come over and out this and down into this hole. So it wasn't sufficient on my ride initially. It was just kind of dribbling. So now what I've done is chamfered the hole here, enlarged internally, because even though it's nearly 1/4 inch at this end, it's actually considerably smaller at this end. So I enlarged that by 1 size. And so now this will actually go back assembled, and it will look something like this. And then the gravity line here will connect up to it. So it actually goes on like so. Now, one thing that I want to point out here is I modified the gasket too. So initially, the gasket did not have a hole in this area. It only had the hole here for the vent line. So I very carefully enlarged this because it's raised on the top and the bottom, as you can see. And we don't want any leakage, so we want that seal to be pressed down firmly and equally. So hopefully, now we should have more than sufficient flow.